Good evening, good morning. That shows my state of well-being at the moment. We're here in the roundhouse, in the lambing shed, and it's starting to take its toll. It's quite relentless, and I'm sure it's the same for farmers up and down the land. There's Philip down there, and Morgan. Philip, at what point did you decide you want to be like Dave? You look like him. You look like you've had a makeover. Yeah. Bit of a sharp haircut. Wearing this, he's taking coat off now. Look at that. That didn't take long. There's Ruth down there as well. I keep getting them mixed up now when he wears the green. So it's all going on. The sheep keep lambing, but obviously they can't lamb forever. Let's just have a quick recap as to how many we've got left now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32 left in here. As Philip goes to... Is that one to lamb, Philip? Yeah. So I think you might be thinking it might be an adoption. So we'll get down there. So we'll just have a right quick look. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more there. So that's 37, 38, 39, 44, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. So a good 50 plus whatever valets are in lamb. We've no idea really with them. So probably 60 to lamb. So we're getting there now. So it looks like Philip's got plans to do a wet adoption. He thinks that's a single. So he's going to try and get that born, catch the birth fluids, and then hopefully adopt one of our many spare lambs onto that ewe, because we've had umpteen triplets, loads more than we could ever have imagined. So, morning Morgan, and it's all turned into a bigger job than we expected. But more good lambs there. They're new. That's a big lamb. All right, bruiser. They're new. Morning Ruth. How are we doing? Morning Philip. So we think it's a single. But you're doing it just in case.
It's not that heavy in the body, so
Yeah.
everybody else, four doubles last from half 3 this morning.
So, Philip's saying there's 4 sets of twins from half 3 this morning. Leanne says, just want to say how sorry I am on the loss of Prince. That's a lovely thing to say, thank you. Babs Goff says, why so many triplets this year? We're asking ourselves the same question. We'd just be happy with 2, but what Philip's saying is he's had 4. Have you been here since half 3, Philip? Goodness, I bet you're tired. And he's had 4 sets of twins, which, to be honest now, at this point, twins are absolutely what we want. So I think he's got this one into position. Just a head and no legs, and he's got the legs forward, he says. Morning farmers from York, says Susanna. So this one, I think, is about to enter the world. Ruth's doing her best to keep her stood up so that there's room to deliver this lamb. It's halfway out, and it's a big lamb, isn't it? So it could be a single, this one. Are we going, Philip? I think we're going, aren't we? And he's milking that blood into its cord to make sure that is not lost, because that's all vital immunity and everything that the lamb needs to prosper. At the moment, the lamb is half prospering. His head's up. Helen sent 200 stars. Thank you. Oh. Is there another one for it? No, there's not another one. So he was right to. Do you want me to get a lamb? Which one? What's in your mind as a non-thriver?
We have 1, 2, 3 times 5 times on a lamb slot. That one. There's one next door. She doesn't like that lamb.
This one?
Big strong lamb.
She doesn't like this lamb.
Go over that one. There's a big strong lamb over there. Yeah. She's a big black lamb.
Got a spot on its head.
That one there.
That one?
Big strong. This is a big
Yeah,
lamb.
it's got a blue spot on its head.
All right, yeah. So this is the one we're gonna adopt on, right? Morgan, just come here with 1 second. I think you jump over here better than I will. Can you just pass me that lamb, please, love? Thank you. That one's about to have a new mother, because apparently that mother doesn't like it. Well done. I'll stick it under my arm. Thank you. Cheers. So I've got the said lamb. We're taking it to meet its new mum, and it is a big lamb. You know, it's a grand size, but this ewe, yeah, Philip, but this ewe is it is a ewe. She's fit and strong, is she, Ruth? She's in good nick. I'm sure Philip will have tested that both her teats work. I know he's about to, because we've been there before. That worked well, and then you test the teats and you think, oh heck, I wonder if she'll have it back. Yeah, we're good. The bag is functioning on both sides. So we'll come round here, and we'll keep the new lamb company while Philip. Come on, missus. Let me come through. We'll keep the new lamb company while Philip works his magic. So this is the one that's been naturally born, and it's a good lamb. You know, there's no dramas with that. It's absolutely grand. It's heads up. It's alert. It's wondering what's going on. Whereas Philip is working. He's like a witch doctor, isn't he? Oh dear, Ruth's coughing. Oh, not again. Oh goodness. So what Philip's doing is putting all the birth fluid that he carefully caught from Mum onto that lamb, so that she's hopefully convinced. And have you ever failed, Philip? No. Never failed.
I've one safe problem. I just said I've run out of salt. We used all of that.
No way. Do you want to go and get some? We need some salt.
A ring, David.
I'll go down to my house. Morgan, can you become auxiliary camera person? He can do it. No, it's all right. Ruth's got it. I just didn't know if you'd got clean hands. Right.
I've got clean hands.
I'll go and get the salt.
Okay. So.
Julie will go wild.
Julie's gonna go.
I'm not going to take it back.
You're going to be in so much trouble, Rob. So Rob's going to go for some salt. As you can see, Philip's still. Excuse me. Philip's still covering this lamb, obviously in the remnants that he's collected. The other one has got his head up. It's okay. It's fine. He's trying to stand up, so we'll put them both together. And hopefully Mum will lick them both. So bear with us. The added issue we've got, obviously, is this lamb is up and about and off, and wants to be away. So we're going to have to try and put the other one so on top of it as such. So we'll put this one on top of the other one, so that obviously that she licks them both, and that one stops still. Oh, sorry guys. So we've had 4 born in the last 3-4 hours. Philip's been here since 3:30, like I said. We've still all these ladies to go, so we've still plenty to watch, still plenty to come and see. Excuse me. So yeah, we have got the Kerry that we saw yesterday morning. Is still not as brilliant as I want it to be. I treated it yesterday. She's actually behind that ewe there. So we're going to continue to treat her and see if we can get her up and going. Philip has also had a big swap round, which I'm ever grateful for. So we've got everything that we needs our special attention all in one area, because it has been busy over the last few days. So I was back from my days off yesterday to go, oh my God, what's happened in here, which is to be expected. But yeah, we've started to sort everything back out again. So we should be good to go. I'm just watching that Kerry there. She just looks a little bit uncomfortable, so we may have that one lambing. Excuse me. I can't move very far, guys, because I've still got this holding this ewe, so I'm just, yeah, because I can't let her go yet. The other one is fine. Philip's got the other one. We just need to wait for this this salt. So just read some questions. How are the ewes that were foaming at the mouth? That's the Kerry that we've just been on about. She's not foaming at the mouth anymore, but she's just not picked up as much as I wanted to. So I will carry on treating her. Just looking through your comments, guys. Excuse me. What else have we got here? The weather doesn't help. No, it's not helping. It's really warm this morning. We've both me and Philip have commented that it's really, really warm this morning. It's excuse me. It's go down. I mean, even Daryl's took one of his layers off as I come through. So yeah, it's a bit different from yesterday morning. So we were looking at 5 degrees yesterday morning. I've come through this morning and it's 13 degrees this morning, so the massive temperature difference there. So yeah, we're just watching all these. Sounds like Rob's on his way back. So there we go. So again, they're the ones that they were born last night or this morning, or Philip's been here. He cleared everything out, and yeah, we're full again, which is what we want. We don't want them to store. We want them all to get going and get done. Excuse me. So Philip's just over there. Rob's on his way back in with the salt, so we'll get going. So he's got the smallest tub of salt that he could. All right, cool.
Well, there's no point.
Don't know if you heard Rob there. What he's saying is it's not worth getting a telling off when he's got a shop full of salt, so he's been and got it out the shop. So he's not going to be in trouble with Julian. So what we're just doing, obviously the one that we're adopting off, we're just moving the other ewe away. So obviously she's not missing that lamb. She's still got one lamb, but she will not rear that lamb, guys. We'd already earmarked it off to put on a bottle. Where possible, we will put them back on ewes. It's the best thing for them. There you go, that one's away. So I'm just getting herself sorted. Yeah, watching everything through. Don't know if you can hear in the background. That's Dave on JCB in background. There he is, moving things round. Running between the cars. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
So meanwhile, little lamb is wondering what's occurring, but don't worry, it's warm, it's alert, no doubt a little bit perplexed. Philip is continuing to prepare the lamb for the adoption process. So the salt came from the farm shop. I saved myself getting a telling off for nicking all the house salt, and I've assured Claire that in return for the salt, people will come and buy it in volume, knowing how tasty it is, when they see how much that ewe loves licking that salt in that lamb. Let's get round here and watch what's happening. Is she going for it, Philip?
Yeah.
Is she going for it? Oh, she's going for it. So Philip's got to hold that lamb down in place while Mum licks it and is convinced that it's hers. What would really spook her now, and we've talked about this loads of times, haven't we, is the fact that if that lamb jumps up now, then it would not look natural, and Mum would think, hang on, there's a problem here. That lamb's not behaving like it's just been born. But why do you put salt on, says Katie? Just because the salt is something that animals love, and indeed people love, don't we? We all, or many of us, love salt in our food. It enhances the flavour. Jen says you forgot to put pepper. I'm not sure pepper would actually cut the mustard, if you'd pardon the pun. Jean says, morning Rob, Ruth, Phil, Dave, and good morning to you. So at what point, Philip, did you decide that David's was the look you were going to copy? No, I'm not being funny. It's obviously you're a wannabe Dave.
Oh yeah, I just look up to him.
I think I hit a nerve there, didn't I?
He's my hero, really.
Oh, and so Philip is wearing one of David's old coats, and he pestered him for ages for it. Says, Dave, can I have your coat when you get a new one? Poor old Philip's got a cough. Ruth's got a cough. I'm taking a step back. Angela says, I hope the adoption works. You are a great team. Ruth needs a drink. What sort of drink are we talking here? It's very early in the day for one of those. Although I had a jar or two last night, Philip. Yeah. So a bit more salt.
When the cat's away, the mouse is there.
Yeah, exactly. Went to Penistone. Spread Eagle.
No diseases home.
No, it's a good pub. Katie says, he's like that so you don't miss Dave when he's not around. What sex are the lambs, please, Ruth? That's from Victoria Wood. And Samantha Ingram sent 500 stars. Thank you for a stars party. Samantha's very sorry to hear about Prince. If we sound light-hearted, it's, Prince did pass on probably a week ago, was it? Something like that. It's just that's the time that it's taken the video to be produced. But it was a shame. But it was something that we knew the time was right. We knew he'd had a fantastic innings. To put the old cricket, analogy to it, he'd had a fantastic innings, and sometimes longer is not better. I think we felt he'd reached that point. Arthritis was taking a toll on him, and so yeah, that was the decision made, and I think it was the right one. In my life, I've had the fortune to own many dogs, and the misfortune to have to put them to sleep at the end of their life. And it's the worst feeling. A lot of you guys out there will know this. It's the worst feeling in the world. And but rarely have I done it. I don't think I've ever done it too soon. I've always done it a bit too late. And I think that's the moral of the story, really. Sometimes longer isn't better, and I think we got it right. And for that we're grateful for our team of professionals who are lucky enough to help us with our endeavours. Samantha says, can we meet Marcus? Absolutely can, all in due course. Do you like the name Marcus, Philip? The new reindeer. Yeah, Roger's friend. We had a kid in our school called Marcus. So Ruth is here with all the gubbins. That lamb there is beginning to stand now. So that might be the point. We're getting to the point now where we're almost ready to introduce her own lamb to proceedings. And don't worry, we're watching it, we're monitoring it. It's almost on its feet. In fact, it's on its feet. Look at that. So when Philip deems the time right, and he's watching this ewe all the time, he's watching her lick it dry. And Fiona says, yes, it hurts terribly. The vet said, if you wait until they're ready, you've waited too long. And that's absolutely right. That would be my assessment. Every dog that we've loved and had to say goodbye to, a week earlier would have been better, probably. So I'm trying to carry that into my decision making for the future. But while ever they'll eat the food and look at you and wag the tail, it's a difficult call, isn't it? But anyway, that's where we are. So this lamb now has been mesmerised by Philip's strong hands, and that's off South Park, that one. Yeah, he's been mesmerised by his powers, and it's now laid down, nice and peaceful. And Mum is just licking away, and she's as happy as a pig in muck. What we're going to see in a moment is that lamb that's now stood up is going to be introduced to... and you say you've never failed with one, Philip? Never in your whole life? Never?
This will probably fail.
Yeah, smile now. Oh.
Commentator's card.
Yeah. I hope someone got a grab of that. You had some pink ears and nose on then. So, Carol says, better a day early than a second too late. Absolutely, Carol. That's the analogy that I would subscribe to and adhere to. So, Fiona says, I call my husband Marcus, although he's called Mark. Why not? He's your husband. You can do what you want with him, as long as he doesn't mind. So, right, the moment of truth, the new arrival is here. Just had a bit of atrial fibrillation then. So Philip's just making sure that iodine is absolutely dipped. The bunny man is a sheep whisperer, says Nettie. You could be called that. The bunny man, Philip. What about that? Do you like it?
Bunny man?
Yeah, the bunny man.
Why the bunny man?
You were when we were filming for Springtime, you were quite noisy, weren't you, Philip?
Quite noisy?
Yeah. You were delaying filming at one point, weren't you? So I hear from Dale. And they were asking you to be quiet and keep your noise down. So here we go. The second lamb is with Mum, and he's getting nurtured and licked and greeted. So what we've done here, just to sum up, folks, and please give us a share if you can. Oh, Helen, I woke up one morning and found my dog had a stroke. 2 days later, he was over the rainbow. This is the trouble with dogs. They just don't die in the sleep anymore, do they? Does anyone else find that? You know, when I was little, you'd wake up and he'd have just died of old age. And now, because they can give them more, if they've got a dodgy heart, they can give them tablets, and they can do more, can't they? And therefore they keep them going longer, and therefore the end doesn't come suddenly like maybe it used to before the advent of veterinary science. But we wouldn't be without that either, would we? So it's just a consequence of life, and I suppose it's a good... It's something that gets children used to life and death, isn't it? The keeping animals, you know. It's it's sort of if you lose a pet, you understand the world a bit more. So what we've done here, we've taken a ewe that had one big lamb, and it was tight, and she wouldn't have delivered it because there were no legs to start with. But once the legs were forward, even then, over a protracted couple of hours, she might have parted with it, Ruth, but there's no guarantee it would have been alive. Yeah, so Philip and Ruth delivered the lamb, and it was a big lamb. But what they did, they took the lamb away from Mum and brought in a substitute lamb, a lamb whose Mum had rejected it. So it was a lamb that was lacking love, a mother's love. So what we've turned here is a situation where we had one ewe with 2 working teats, and given her two lambs, 2 working teats. She'll do them well. She's a young ewe. She's good. She's milky. She's in great condition because she's only carried 1. And now she loves them both. So and I think Philip's. It's certainly a bit different to how we've done it, Ruth, isn't it? I've always plonked the lamb with her and then worked on the other, and it's certainly a.
It's just a different way.
Yeah, yeah. I think well, it works. If something works, then it's worth repeating. Yeah.
But that's one less that we're going to have to bottle feed, which
Exactly.
is best for the lamb and best for the sheep.
And I know David said last night it took him 2 hours 10 minutes to feed everything.
Yeah.
And Philip's been here since 3:30, feeding everything and lambing 5 sets of twins.
Yeah, Morgan's back feeding.
And Morgan's now started again. So it's serious. So any that have singles here that we can foster one on, we're winning in life, aren't we? Making our lives easier, making the lamb's life better, and giving mum 2 lambs to look after instead of just 1.
More than capable looking at. Most of them are. More than capable looking at the 2 lambs. Yeah.
So 2,700 people now watching. Please give us a share. Watch this new baby. The new baby is the one on top. The one underneath. The one underneath is the adopted lamb. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
And she's properly gone to sleep, hasn't she? That one. You know.
Like, yeah.
All of a sudden, she'll come round, and if we stick about long enough, we'll see it. She'll come round. It'll spring to its feet, and it'll hopefully want to feed off.
It's relishing the attention, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, because it's never had any, Ruth. That's a fair point.
Like its other one.
Yeah.
I mean, it was with its mum, but it weren't getting fed enough. She didn't have enough milk.
And did she like it?
I'll say yes, but it's a push.
Right. So she
weren't enamoured by it.
She wasn't totally sold on it.
No.
Right.
So again, it's that's probably what she's just like. Oh yeah, this is good.
So Maggie says every day is a school day. It's great. You can share knowledge and adapt what works best. Absolutely. We only want the best outcomes, don't we? That's absolutely true. So, hi Robin, Ruth and Philip, says Anne-Marie Johnson. 2,700 people watching. Can we get up to 3,000? Hopefully to see these 2 guys get on the feet and start to suckle. Becky says, one of my dog curled up, went to sleep with the others and never woke up. She was a beautiful little girl. She was a Heinz... 57. She only cost £10 to buy it. We lost her in 2008. She was 14. Well, that is the perfect outcome, isn't it? So her own lamb is now stood again. This is the one she gave birth to naturally. The adopted lamb is still sat down there thinking, what on earth has just happened to me? Sharon sent 100 stars. Thank you, Sharon. Katie says, beautiful sight. Mama loving her lambs. And we're at an exciting point in the lambing process now, because we're one good push today, and we've got 3 or 4 days, predominantly dry weather coming up. One good push today. Get some more sheep and lambs out. Get a couple of pens mucked out, possibly over the weekend or early next week. We can get Silver up here. We can get Ruby up here. Both are due to fall in the not too distant future. Get them bedded in. Get them ready for the delivery process. So we're as one door, closes and the sheep go outside, another one opens, and that's the way we seem to have got the place rigged up at the moment. There's always something happening. Christine says all good with me, and Kayla says morning Rob, greetings from Dumfries. Good morning to you. Love Dumfries. I went on a holiday there when the children were little. We're talking 26 or 7 years ago, probably. Why is the adopted lamb so quiet, says Julie? I think it's just a bit mesmerised. But it'll be up in a minute, guarantee it. And she's still licking it. Sue says, good morning, Rob, Ruth and Philip. I don't know where Dave is, he'll be about somewhere. but he had a fair night of it feeding last night. I had a night off. I went out with my pal, but I'm doing Saturday night, so hopefully by Saturday night we've a few more adopted on and they're a bit less demanding. Catherine says, I had to make the decision to put my beautiful cat Honey to sleep. I rescued her, took her to my vet. Honey had a cancer to her ear and was spreading. I cared for her for 6 weeks, but then I had to put her to sleep. OMG, broke my heart. I can imagine. So, right, the adopted lamb has just got up and wandered off. Do we need to be worried, Philip?
No.
No?
It's probably, that's why I took its mother and the other lamb away from in here, because it's not going to bleat back and forward each other.
Yeah, so what Philip's saying is, he took its mother away from the vicinity. So that's not behaving how you'd want it to behave, but she's not perturbed. She's still licking it, she's still establishing that bond with it, her own lamb's going to feed. So all we need now is that lamb to think, this is my mum, I like her, I'm going to feed off her, and Job will be away, you know. So that's still very positive. Paul said, I got a dog rescue from people who couldn't keep her, put in garden for a month. Kay said, good morning guys, hope you have a good day. Thank you. 2,700 people watching. Thank you very much for your interest. Mum is pursuing the lamb, not lamb pursuing the mum. But as long as one's pursuing the other, it don't really matter. So Philip's going to step in here and hopefully cement the why was the lamb forced to get up if it's adopted? I didn't see it forced to get up, Julian. I think it just got up. Sharon says, I love Cannon Farm. If I lived near it, I'd come and help and be a volunteer. That's a lovely thing. Thank you. What Philip's trying to do now is get this lamb to feed. And once it's fed, the deal will be sealed. You know, it'll know where it gets its milk from. And so this is the game here now. You know. One, you go that way, little one. That one, you go that way. Let me climb in, Philip. I'll just stop her walking away. Right, where do you want me to? Just over there, yeah? So we've put a lamb there. Oh, sorry, I'm going to try and stop her walking forward. And Philip's going to try and get that lamb drinking. So Mum's licking her own lamb. Philip's trying to get the new lamb to feed from her, and I'm just blocking her off here so she doesn't walk away. But the lamb's stood in a good place now. It's keeping close to her nose, so there's no reason for her to walk away. Carol says, I would volunteer too. And Kathy says, oops. Kathy says, my bucket list is a trip to your farm from Australia, Rob. Kathy Dool. Thank you very much. That would be grand. So, busier day today, Ruth. Busier day today. 940 tickets sold already.
Right.
So, but everything's running, isn't it? You know, tractors running and yeah. Alison sent 50 stars. Thank you, Alison. Is it drinking, Philip? Yeah. Is it drinking, Dave? If we had in an ID parade, you might get done for all his misdemeanours and vice versa. Does anyone else see a similarity between Philip and David? Now Philip's had the sharper haircut. Do you have naturally curly hair, Philip, or is it a little bit? Yeah. Irene sent 100 stars. Thank you, Irene. Come on, Irene. Wendy lost both of King Charles last year, 10 months apart. I'm still heartbroken. Your lives keep me going every day. Well, thank you, Wendy. But that's what pets do to us, isn't it? And I'm not going to say dogs in particular, because some people love the cats just as much as people love the dogs. You know, a pet is a pet, and people love them regardless. So that lamb is not doing itself any favours. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
It's not hungry enough.
No.
Its twin was the hungriest one, but
Yeah.
that was the best feeder.
Claire says, I love all these extra lives, Rob. I'm going to miss them when they stop. I'm not sure if Kate isn't doing something on one of her night shifts for supporters, actually. I think she has been doing. I don't know, is there anything scheduled in for Kate at night? Which is super exciting. So you're getting these. That was a triplet, wasn't it, Philip? It's now a twin. That one. All right, right. Babs Goth. I love listening to Philip. His accent is so attractive. Lorraine says, Dave isn't there, it's Philip. People are getting them mixed up. Oh dear. I think what it is, Philip has decided he likes the cut of Dave's jib, and I think he's turned himself into a little mini-me. I'm just going to have a quiet meander around these sheep, see if there's anything else occurring. We're absolutely desperate to get some mucking out done, but I'm sure the same goes for every livestock farmer up and down the land. The ground is so wet that getting muck out onto the fields is one of the biggest challenges that we face. You know, and trying to keep a good orderly ship going, trying to keep everything neat and tidy when you can't run on fields without rutting. And when I say rutting, I don't mean like deer, just forming big ruts in the ground as you drive across. It's very frustrating, and just like makes life quite tricky. But right, that's our slightly strange ewe, isn't it, from yesterday? And she's still slightly strange. When was she last treated, Ruth? You give her another jollop. Yeah. She's just got a bit of twin lamb. That's a classic. You know, her eyes are not as responsive. Ruth treated last night for twin lamb, and she needs doing again. You know, she's marked for twins. She will be having twins. She's not quite all there. We've just got to see her over the line. And the worrying thing with that girl is that she's not that close to lambing yet. You know, she's not made a bag unless she's going to lamb without making any milk. Maybe she just hasn't got the energy to make milk. So for whatever reason, might be something like she doesn't like the molasses. You know, that can... Oh, Philip! Phil! You do a Barnsley accent, Philip. Go on, do a Barnsley accent. Right, Dave will do it. Right, David, best Northern Irish. Yeah, I'm saying it. No, I'm saying he's got a man crush on you, so he's trying to be you. Right, you do a Northern Irish accent.
Nice to see you.
Is that any good, Billy?
Hello.
Anything else?
Good man.
Yeah,
good
that's
man.
Better.
Good man.
Yeah. Right, Philip, you do a Barnsley one.
What does it do? What does David say? Hey up.
No, hey up.
Hey up.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Do you think we look alike?
So we look alikeys. Quite alike. I said that what I've been saying is that Philip's got a man crush on you, and that he's trying to copy. He's trying to copy you and be a little mini me. Yeah. Yeah. Are you about the same weight?
14.
Same height?
I've weighed myself this morning. 14.5 this morning.
14 and a half.
Oh, you should be. You're younger.
So,
I'm thinking about having a salad for my dinner.
if you were a boy band, what would you call yourselves?
True North.
True North. Can you sing, Philip? No? No. So, you're wondering, why on earth have we fastened these lambs away from Mum? What we don't want to do is her own lambs. She can lick them, you see. She can talk to them. She can mother them. We're just going to give her half an hour in that pen, just so that adopted lamb doesn't spoil the job. Because it's not hungry yet, and because it's not looking massively to feed, we're just going to keep them there. She can lick them. She can bond with them. And Philip is determined that this adoption is not going to spoil his 100% record. Yeah.
The crowd was empty, but the crew was a wee bit poor. I didn't want to put the poor one on the horse.
And just to reiterate, we fed our own lamb. Our own fat lamb has had colostrum.
Has it had iodine?
Yes.
You've done all right, lads. You've done all right.
Philip has never failed with an adoption.
You have. You have. What? Ever.
Never failed with his technique.
Well, I failed with his technique.
Did you?
I said you had brother left the lamb, and he said, yeah, and I said, a lot more.
What about... what was I going to ask you then?
I'm going to drink some strine for these.
Yeah, just wants a bit.
With that much in it, I'm going to have a word with Ruth and see what she wants in each pen.
So, till 2,700 people watching. Philip is slimmer. Sorry, Dave, says Jane. Philip should learn to do Irish. Can you do Irish dancing, Philip?
Can he?
Can you do Irish dancing? Do us one. Do it again, that. Do it from behind. Turn your back, that's it. Let's see if we can get Philip to do that. Go on, have a go, Philip. Go on. Be a good sport. Do that. Come on. Still 2,000 people, 700 people watching, 3,480 stars. Are we taking any sheep out today? Yes. Do they need vaccinating first? No. David, what are you on with? Right, are you busy? He's busy. Tim's had 26 collies and 5 cats. That keeps us busy, so it must be very busy for you. Samantha says, can't beat an Irish accent. There's something about them. Wow. And Michael sent 20 stars. Christine is laughing at David's dancing. Quite good dancing, actually. Have you ever done Irish dancing, Ruth? Not in the Scouts?
No, I used to do it in
Did you? Oh. Fabulous. Ruth's done Irish dancing at infant school, but I think once you've done it, probably never leave you. Right, so what we're going to be doing today, I've got to nip and feed Dora actually before I do what else. You all lad? Can do, if there's a load that you know. Are they for the white mare? Well, we'll stick a load on, then I'll go and feed Dora. I've had her out. So, Philip is moving the trough, so... Are these all to go, Philip? Do you want to put them down this ginnel? Or are you going to walk them past? I'll shut this door and then they can't just wander off. So bar 2, these are all going outside. So not that one, yeah? So we'll put her down that again. She's gone. Philip was very brave there. You keep going, Philip. I'll fasten her in. Yeah. He was very brave there. He opened his legs wide apart, hoping that she'd run between them. But she got 2 massive horns. I was thinking, crikey, that's incredible commitment. She just put a... Let me drop back a bit. Quite sure I'm not helping that. That's it. That's what we wanted. Those 2 can just wait down there. And the rest, we can walk into there now. So, is she going, Philip? So we're leaving them 2 there. You stay there, missus. You need further rehab. Philip's moving all them away. Oh, wait. That's it. Right, I'll hold these, Philip, where you get that one lamb. Go on, little Spotty. Oh, that's come out. That were a waste of time. She'd obviously shoved the gate open, didn't she? We thought we'd got it all boxed off and hadn't. Let me get this lamp. Go on, little one. Come on. So I've got this lamb now. Tucked under my arm. Philip's popped them back that are staying in there. There we are. And job's a good one. And as you can see, we've got every pen is full. Those 3 are deemed to be not fit enough to go out yet. They've got ongoing issues, but now moving this pen out enables us to let some more out loose into there. The weather is now set fair for a few days, or reasonably fair. It's not red hot, but we don't want it red hot. You know, if it gets to like mid-teen degrees, it's fine. Come on. 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 Come on, Flower. Come on. Come on. Keep him going, Morgan. Keep shoving. Just keep moving them. That's it. Come on. Come on. Stop him, Amy. Stop him. Go on, lass. Go on. Go on. So one's got past us. Sorry if this is all a bit chaotic and frenetic, but it's... grab that lamb, Amy, and she'll follow. Just take the lambs, Amy, just take the lambs, and then when there's no lambs left, she'll follow. What she's trying to draw her lambs away But if the lambs all go, she'll be after them. Just pick them up and take them. Yeah, just take the lambs. Goodness me. Got you. Right. Excellent. Right, lovely. Right, so we've got them in. After much ado. Can't you just get that shovel on that, Ruth? That's it, hold on. Right, wash my boots. And what we're doing, by getting some out, we're giving ourselves the chance to empty a few pens and then get some all loose, make room for the next lot to be born. With, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 ewes in here. Plenty of room. In there, we're loose with the lambs, they'll be absolutely fine. David's taking some straw around. The sun is coming out. I think Philip's coming. So the sun's coming out. It's the boost we need. It's exactly what we want to get these lambs out in with the best chance of prospering. You know what we don't want to do. It's all right, Philip. Don't worry. He's just got one to inject. Baby's a little tinkers. How is your back today, Rob? Says Margaret. It's better now. I've had some tablets. I'm afraid. I'm indebted to them. And my non-working gimbal is still in here from yesterday. My microphones are in here from yesterday. I'm just in a bit of I feel as though I'm slightly in a state of, you know, events dictating me rather than I'm dictating events. But never mind. So, I'll put my camera gear in the back there. I'll put my seatbelt on, ready to go. And Philip's just injecting one with a long-acting antibiotic just to make sure that it gets over. I think it's got a sore foot, I think. And he's been treating it, but it's almost at the end of its course. Today's its last day. Right. Kathleen says, hi Rob and everyone from Armagh in Ireland. Kathleen Geraghty. Kathleen, I hope you weren't offended by David's attempt at a Northern Irish accent. I'm not sure it's his strongest one. I think he's far better at the Australian one. David's scooting about on his JCB, dropping straw into every pen. Jeremy is tidying up with the blower, and I'm waiting to set off and drop these sheep into the field to live their best lives, and hopefully they're going to get some dry weather now that gives them the chance to do that. We a bit like a broken record, aren't we, at the moment? But we just need that slightly better weather to have a chance to progress as we want to. So let's have a look at some comments. Morning, Rob. How was your night alone? I wasn't alone. I went out. Went to Penistone, and Bob sent 50 stars. Thank you. Your glasses suit you, Rob. Very distinguished. Well, I need them, whether they suit me or not. I can't see without them. Lynn says, bonjour, watching from Brittany, where it's wet. Awake. Don't forget the treat the ewe with twin syndrome. No, Ruth said she would do it, and have every faith she will. How long is Philip with you? I love his accent, says Mandy. He's here on and off. Andrea says, hi from Hereford, still dull here. I sit down with you, bad back. Excellent. Right. Let's put that there. So we're off. We're off on a little trip. So a better day, Philip?
It's lovely, isn't it?
Better than it has been.
You didn't tell me I haven't married him.
Eh?
You didn't tell me I didn't get married on this morning.
What, 3:30?
Yeah, well, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, yeah. So are you going to go back for a nap?
Yeah. Just for a couple.
It's alright, I'll just turn around, Philip.
Are you?
I've got my mirrors. He says this is where he crunches the car.
Don't do that.
Hmm?
Don't do that.
So I'm just reversing back, doing a 3-pointer with a trailer on. It's surprising what you can do with a trailer. I've been down some, you know, when we've been places, you can sometimes go down an estate with nowhere to turn round. Well, so I've had to take the trailer off before and push it round manually and then put it back on again. If you know, when I've got down a real dead end. But it's surprising what you can do.
Just take your time.
You don't panic, yeah. That's it. Don't panic, Captain Mandarin. Do you remember Dad's Army?
Yeah.
You watched that?
I wouldn't really have watched it, but I remember it. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have watched a lot of TV, to be honest.
Not a TV person.
No.
And are you now?
Oh, it would be now in the evening time.
Right that way?
Yep. On ahead. Go.
On ahead means go. That'd be just a little colloquialism, isn't it? It's just Excuse me. So, question is, are we going to get on the grass this weekend?
Another couple of days, you need, wouldn't you?
It's not ready yet, is it? Every time it dries, it rains.
You're lucky you don't cut the grass too short, but it gives you a bit of grip then too.
I think it's just at the point though now where it could do with a cut,
Yeah.
because it's stopping it drying out.
Cut it high.
Yeah. We use the lawn tractor to cut it
Yeah.
because
It doesn't do any damage.
exactly, you can go on with a light vehicle. Just snip the top off it. Right, are they coming up here or no? Right.
Delayed reaction.
Yeah. Could have done that 10 minutes
I
earlier.
know.
So what I'll do, Philip, here, I'll pull in past it and then reverse it. If you can open the gate. I'll do that bottom gate, it's easier to get in. Put my 4-wheel drive on. I think we're still alright for a few more in here. And then we'll start putting them across the road there. I'll pull across there and reverse it. So I'm going to widen the windows down so I can hear Philip. Then if I'm going wrong, he can tell me. If there's nothing coming behind, I'm just going to take over the road. Right. And then just, hopefully, if I can get my line right, this is the key bit. I'm looking in my mirror. I think I'm happy with that. And I want to get right in, off the road, so we can shut the gate, and then the lamps can't. Right, here we go. I want to see them come off. And this is where they're coming to, the White Mare. One of our favourite fields. Nice bite of grass. Philip's at the other side, so they can't run past on that side. Mrs. Mutt. Come on. So there we go. Good luck, little ones. They should be all right. They're nicely bonded up. They're nicely mothered up. They've been in a communal pen, so they've had a couple of days in there learning to thrive and survive. You know, away from an individual pen. So there's no reason why they won't do really nicely. Right, I'm going to say cheerio now then, folks, because we've got all sorts to do. We've got my dog to feed, and then we've got loads more sheep and lambs to get out. Are you going round them, Philip, or just checking that ditch? No, you go round them then. We can have a chat here for a bit longer. So Philip's just going to have one scout round and make sure that they're all in good order. I'm going to guard the road and keep talking to you folks for a couple more. So if there's anything needs to come back, we've got the trailer here ready now, haven't we? There's no more efficient time to do it than when we're here. So Philip he'll go around everyone, and we've been very happy with the way that these have acclimatised to outdoor life. It's surprised us in the sense they've done better than we could reasonably have expected, because there's the valets are up on the hill in the distance, the ones we put out yesterday. Don't know if we can see them through the tree. Can you see there, just through the middle of those trees? That's where they're living at the moment. So they're up on the hill, just like valleys do. 2,300 people watching, 3,650 stars. Thank you very, very much. Hope you've enjoyed this this morning's live broadcast. We've had a bit of variety, haven't we? We've done an adoption. We'll find out tomorrow if it's definitely worked, see if Philip's 100% record has been retained. Trudy sent 200 stars, thank you. Tanya says, thank you for a great live. I love the banter between you all. It's all better to have a bit of fun than a bit of fallout, isn't it? We can't guarantee we'll never fall out, because, you know, we all have a view, but in general, we get on really well. Don't forget, please, folks, that Springtime on the Farm starts on Monday. I've not seen the episodes myself, but Nikki, who heads up our marketing department, has seen the first two, and she thinks they look great. She thinks that they're the best that she can remember, so that's encouraging. And we enjoyed very much the work that we've done in filming for them. But there are lots of other films from up and down the land besides the ones that we've done. So it's 5 nights of action-packed stuff. Carol says, thank you, Rob. No problem, Carol. Jan says, Shelley Harmon, you can follow Phil's farm and see his farm. And Jill says, Mandy Adams, I agree. Nothing beats a sports massage. Well, I don't think I've had one. So maybe I need one. So yeah, Springtime on the Farm starts on Monday. Please, if you enjoy the programmes, post on social media and all the usual. I suppose the Channel 5 one being the most important one. I think we're doing some shared live broadcasts next week as well, I think. So we're carrying on through this week and this weekend and through next week, I believe. So I'm not sure. I think 7:30 in the morning. So you've not seen the last of us yet. We're carrying on with those for a little while longer. Susan's looking forward to Springtime. But please bear in mind, after Springtime, we have nothing else commissioned. It's and this is the way that we tend to roll. If Springtime does well, then if there was to be a clamour for more stuff, you know, we would love a weekly programme. We'd love a weekly programme, a bit like the scrapbook programme that's just been on. You know, an hour programme, 7 while 8. We think we could make that slot our own. That 7 while 8 slot, bit of family fun. Light-hearted humour, nice animals, country shows, traditional crafts, and you know all that stuff. We think we could do that really nicely enough, and most importantly, have fun at the same time doing it. So if other people share that view, then we'd love to have a crack at that. We genuinely would. But obviously, Springtime needs to rate, and then from there, other things may well occur. That's the way it tends to happen. That grass looks so green, says Lindsay. It does, doesn't it? And it's not that wet. This field is amazingly dry. To say the amount of rain that we consistently have, I know Dad talks about when he first came here, when he first came to Cannonall Farm as a 15-year-old boy. I think they were growing potatoes in this field, so you can't grow spuds in it. So, sorry Dick. Maybe he's realised. Monica says, love watching mornings when I have my breakfast, thank you. Monica Olver, no problem at all, my pleasure. And Pauline says, morning all. So I'm just waiting for Philip to do one lap of the track while I stand guard by the road. Thanks to if anyone sees this truck on springtime and is appreciative as we are for the fact that it's loaned to us free of charge and we can use it for trucking the horses. In fact, as you can see today, any of the animals about. We're very grateful to these guys, and if you could tag them in on social media in your comments, or just send them a comment. I'm not even sure how you do it, to be honest, but I think the more publicity they get out of it, the happier they'll be, the more likely we are to keep it. I think is the way it works. But we're very grateful, and it certainly makes for a more comfortable driving. Sharon says, I wish I could watch springtime on the farm across. You must be in United States, I would guess. So Philip's now working his way across. Hopefully he's found nothing wrong. Victoria said, did Dick get his wood chopper? Not yet, but we are looking. Yvonne says, I fancy nibbling the sap out of those grass stalks, looks so lush. And Pauline says, morning all, great live, thank you. Pleasure. So, looking back towards the farm, you can see the top of the roundhouse there, and I think the roundhouse sits really nicely into its built environment. I don't feel as though it's a blot on the landscape. The colour's green, and I think the fact that it's an interesting shape really works, in the landscape. I think it's a nice looking building. So we're really pleased with that. Put it up in 2008, and it's still going strong. Teresa says, Rob, do you have any problems with foxes while the little ones are out in the fields? Not normally, although we have lost a couple of lambs down at Mill Farm. And we don't know whether it's foxes or crows or... Yeah, we interesting comment that. We don't normally, but we've had a problem to the point where we're thinking about taking the llama down and see if he'll keep them out of the field. So, Liz said, that's the tranquil scene. Thanks for a fab life. Have a good day. No problem at all. And Anna's thanking Burroughs Toyota. And Aida Rodriguez says, so beautiful. And Susan says, lovely view. So still 2,000 people with us. And we're about to wind it up. We're just going to wait for Philip to get back and see if there's anything to take home. Hopefully there isn't. Hopefully everything is thriving. And we'll know in a minute. Angela says, yes, how is Dad, Roger? He's doing all right, thank you. And Anne says, good morning from Whittle Woods in Chorley. Good morning to you. Shelley Harmon, yes, says Jan. And Sue says, have a great day, everyone. So here comes Dave. Philip. Llamas will keep foxes away, says Violet. That's what we're hoping. And Fiona says, thank you. So those two little guys are drinking away, aren't they? That's what you want. Wagging tails, full tummies. How many the lambs on Philip? Paula says, Phil's a diamond, not well and still working. And Anna says that would be a great idea for a llama in the field. Yeah, if the problem persists, then that's what we'll do. Claire says, I've checked my TV guide on my TV. It's saying air fryers tonight. Yeah, the Yorkshire Farm's not on tonight. I think it's pushed back to next Thursday. So there's a double bubble. I think the Yorkshire Farm at 7, springtime on the farm at 8. So 2 solid hours. You can see how we've all changed over the years. And Chris says you have amazing views. We're very lucky. What's the verdict? All okay. Excellent. The man from Del Monte. So, good news. Right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. We've had a fabulous morning. Philip's living his Dave dream. Or is it a nightmare?
And the weather's great, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's always enjoyable when the weather's great, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I meant your Dave dream.
Oh, my Dave dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, my man crush, as you say.
Yeah, man crush, yeah. So thanks for watching. See you again soon. We'll be, I think we're carrying on with this. I think we're doing it next week while the springtime programme is on as well in a joint live broadcast with Channel 5, I believe. So, from Farmer Rob.
Farmer Phil.
See you later. Have a great day, and we'll be back at you if anything happens. Bye-bye, everyone.